let's be real. If you're watching this, chances are you're done dealing with clunky blenders that overheat, jam up, or leave your smoothie full of chunks. The truth is, not all blenders are built the same. Some are game changers in the kitchen. Others, just overpriced paperweights. In this video, I'll break down 5 of the most hyped models out there. The power, the problems, and the one that's actually worth your money. Stick around till the end, because the top pick might not be the one you expect. And if you're all about saving time and blending smarter, hit that like button so this video reaches more people just like you. No need to waste time comparing prices. The official trusted links from the biggest store in the USA are right there in the description and comments. Just click and shop with confidence. The Vitamix Ascent X5 is not for everyone, and honestly, that's the whole point. At $749.95, it's a serious purchase. But if you're someone who blends often, for smoothies, hot soups, nut butters, or frozen desserts, this model gives you the kind of consistency most blenders just can't. The 10 built-in programs are what really set it apart. Instead of guessing speeds or times, you press a button and walk away. It's precise, repeatable, and it works. And the self-cleaning feature, huge time saver. Add water and soap, hit clean, done. But there are things to keep in mind. It's not quiet. The container feels a little too light for this price point, and the control icons could be clearer. Some users even noticed a plastic smell early on, especially at high speeds. So yeah, it's not perfect, but if you're someone who blends daily, or you're tired of replacing cheap machines, this might actually make sense long term. And if not, there are definitely simpler, more affordable options that can still do the job. Prices may vary depending on the purchase date. The Vitamix E310 Explorian is one of the most affordable ways to step into the world of professional-grade blenders. But it's not for everyone. At $379.95, it still feels like a big purchase, and whether it's worth it really comes down to how often you plan to use it. What you get is classic Vitamix power. 1400 watts and aircraft-grade stainless steel blades that crush ice, blend nuts, and turn raw veggies into smooth soups in minutes. The 48-ounce container is smaller than Vitamix's higher-end models, which can be perfect for 1 to 3 servings. But it's something to keep in mind if you prep in bulk. Users love how simple it is. 10 speed settings, a pulse button, and no complicated presets. It's versatile and strong, and the self-cleaning feature works great with just soap and water. But there are some real trade-offs. People mention that the pitcher can feel a little unstable while blending at full speed. Not unsafe, just something to monitor. Others found the container smaller than expected, and if you're not blending regularly, it might not justify the price. It's also loud. That's the reality of this kind of motor. Powerful, but not subtle. And while you can make frozen desserts, you'll need to follow the loading order carefully or the mix can stall around the blades. Bottom line, if you want Vitamix performance without all the bells and whistles, and you're blending a few times a week, this could be the sweet spot. But if you need larger capacity or more automation, it might be worth looking at the higher-end models. Prices may vary depending on the purchase date. If you're considering the Vitamix Ascent X3, the first thing to know is it's not trying to do everything, and that's actually a good thing. At $649.95, it's not cheap, but it focuses on 3 core programs that most people use every day: smoothies, soups, and frozen desserts. The 48-ounce container hits a great middle ground, enough for family smoothies or a batch of soup, but not so bulky it hogs counter space. You also get Vitamix's signature self-cleaning mode, 10 manual speed settings, and a digital timer that helps dial in texture. Plus, it supports their self-detect system, so if you upgrade with more containers later, the base will adjust automatically. Now, let's talk about where it falls short. The tamper, which you'll use often, feels like cheap plastic, and a few users said theirs cracked after just a few weeks. Some also noticed a light-burning smell when running high-speed blends right out of the box. And while it's powerful, a couple of reviews mentioned minor wobble between the base and container. Not a deal breaker, but worth knowing. The real draw here is simplicity. If you want a blender that does the everyday jobs exceptionally well, without paying extra for bells and whistles you won't use, the X3 could be a great fit. But if you're someone who blends a wider range of recipes or prefers more automation, you might outgrow it fast. The Blendtec Classic 575 is one of those blenders that makes you rethink what you really need in a kitchen appliance. At $419.95, it's not budget, but it offers solid performance and simplicity that make it worth considering, especially if you're all about smoothies, soups, or meal prep. With 1,560 watts of power, it handles ice, frozen fruit, and leafy greens with no problem. The pre-programmed cycles are great for walkaway blending. Just press a button and let it go. And while it doesn't come with a tamper, you won't need one. Its jar is designed to pull ingredients into the blades without extra help. Now, a few things to keep in mind. The jar is not dishwasher safe, so cleaning is manual, but thankfully it's easy with just soap and water. Also, the container size is 36 ounces, which is fine for 1 to 2 servings, but could feel limiting for families or batch prep. A few users also mentioned issues with recent units overheating or failing after a few months, even though older Blendtecs are known to last for years. But most people who buy this model say it delivers powerful, fast, and simple to use. If you want commercial-grade blending without the bells and whistles, and you're okay with some noise, the Blendtec 575 could be the right fit. The Vitamix Propel 750 sits right in the middle of the Vitamix lineup. Powerful enough for serious blending, but more affordable than the top-tier Ascent models. At $544, it's still an investment. So here's what you're really getting. You've got 4 automatic programs: smoothies, hot soups, frozen desserts, and dips, plus a self-cleaning cycle and full manual speed control. The 64-ounce low-profile pitcher is ideal for families or meal prep, and the motor is strong enough to handle tough ingredients like frozen fruit, nuts, or leafy greens without flinching. Real users say it blends incredibly smooth and fast, even with things like chia seeds and kale. The container is dishwasher safe, and the design avoids annoying crevices that trap food. But there are trade-offs. The wide base makes it harder to store under cabinets, and a few people noticed the motor stopping mid-blend or the pitcher not seating perfectly. Others mentioned that if you overload it or skip peeling fruits, the preset cycles might need to run twice to get that silky finish. And like every high-powered blender, it's loud. Bottom line, if you blend several times a week and want power with convenience, this one makes a lot of sense. But if you mostly do single servings or light use, you may be better off with a smaller model. So, which blender is actually right for you? If you want the most advanced features Vitamix offers, go with the Ascent X5. For $749.95, it gives you 10 automated programs, a sleek touch interface, and full wireless container detection. It's ideal for serious daily use and those who love full control. If you need professional power without the price tag, the Vitamix E310 gives you 1,400 watts, manual precision, and a smaller footprint. At $379.95, it's a great entry point into the Vitamix ecosystem. Just note it's louder and less automated. Looking for something modern but simpler? The Ascent X3 at $649.95 cuts back to just the essentials: smoothies, soups, and frozen treats, with smart features like a self-detect system and digital timer. It's best for people who want power with minimal fuss. Then there's the Blendtec Classic 575. At $419.95, it offers one-touch presets, no tamper needed, and raw power. Just don't expect a quiet kitchen or dishwasher-safe cleanup. It's great for people who want commercial-grade results without overthinking it. Finally, the Vitamix Propel 750 lands at $544. It brings 4 key presets and a 64-ounce pitcher, perfect for families and meal prep, with a strong motor and a 7-year warranty. It's the balance between performance and price. And the best all-around pick, the Vitamix Propel 750. It nails the sweet spot. Enough automation to make life easier, enough power to handle anything, and a price that makes sense if you're blending multiple times a week. If this helped you choose the right blender, give the video a like, and check the links in the description for updated prices and deals. Thanks for watching, and happy blending!